Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dark Sage Walker and today we're going to be taking a shot at another challenge. This one in particular seems odd to me because it's rated as 5-star difficulty, and yet I don't really see why. So the name of the challenge is Secret Agents. So we're going to go through the starting setup. So they want you to start with Wind Slash. I am not a fan of Wind Slash, but there it is. Then Frost Feint, which I do quite like. Standard, any agent. I'm choosing to go with the Whirling Wind Agent. Pardon me. Oh boy. Just on account of it does a really good job of disrupting enemies and keeping their attention off of you. And then your signature is Null Flash Agent. You start with the Venture Robe, check. And your starting relic is the Pop-Up Primer. So, all good. So, the reason why I'm very questioning as to the difficulty rating on this challenge is I've done summoner builds before. They're chaotic, fun, but I would never describe them as incredibly hard just because it's such a passive build. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. One thing that I am quite wary of, and something that I should be making sure that I'm not overlooking, is the idea that... is the idea that with this particular build, you're going to have a very hard time building up signature. And when I say hard time, I mean basically you don't have a signature. Well, unfortunately, because the challenge calls for only being able to pick up agents, I get nothing out of that. I also figured I would oh, whoops. Hold on. So... yeah, so one thing I also want to make sure I'm doing for this challenge is don't approach any combat room unless I've got my summons ready to go. But I mean, when you're playing this build, yeah, that's kind of a given. So this might be a slower run than usual. Oh. The other reason why I chose Whirling Wind Agent is because if my only recourse is to get in there and slap people with Wind Slash, then I want to make sure that the agents that I'm using aren't just standing behind me. I want them to be in the fray with me. Sorry, I've got a little something in my throat. Hang on a sec. Oh, that was disgusting. I apologize. But, that having been said, 3 out of my 4 arcana are designed to distract the enemy's attention away from me. So hopefully that makes things a little bit easier. And with any luck, ow. You know, that was a terribly strong hit. Now, see, what is this shit? We got Mercenary's Dagger, Crimson Clover, all the stuff that I would want for a run, but I can't have any of it. And stop teasing me by putting the really good stuff in when I'm doing a challenge, you jerk. And that would be probably the one big complaint that I have about any challenge run, is that more often than not, all the money and tools that you find throughout the run are completely wasted because you can't really spend them on anything. And yes, I know that is the nature of a challenge, but still. There we go. I cannot take Perfect Storm. Alright, so what you're seeing right now is basically what you're going to be getting for the entirety of the run. And apparently I'm still very sleepy, so this might not go very well. So, Mr. Sage, what sort of abilities would you be looking for a run like this? Well, the next big thing that I'm hoping to find would be the Earth Stomp agent. Reason being, they're melee-based agents. They're very powerful, and they create an awful lot of hit stun. So they'll create an even greater distraction for me while I'm doing my thing. Okay, I see Iris's shop over there. I hope she has something that I'm looking for. But I have to jump through the inevitable hoop of odd level geometry to get there. And nope. Iris is back to the I don't want to help that asshole mode, so this will be a lot of fun. So this is one particular challenge where I think the mobs aren't going to be too much of an issue, but the bosses will be a little bit more of a pain than usual. But again, I could be wrong about that, especially in the later levels when the enemies start moving faster. So I'm just kind of adopting a wait-and-see attitude about the whole thing, really. Oh, the other reason why I chose the Whirling Wind Agents is because with Pop-Up Primer you create 3 of them, in comparison to the 2 that you create of any other element. So that's basically amounts to a little bit more control and a little bit more damage. Also, I'm a little bit annoyed that I haven't found the other vendors yet. What's going on here? Alright. Unfortunately, nothing here I can take. It is going to be a very boring run. at least in the way of, you know, exciting things to find and, you know, an advancement of my playstyle. There's not really a whole lot that's going to be going on. And I can't accept Dr. Song's services, no matter how much I may want to. And I can't take that either. I mean, one way to look at the relic restriction is this. There's 72 offensive relics, 72 defensive relics, and 72 miscellaneous. Plus a plethora of cursed relics that don't necessarily factor into that. So you basically have 216 relics that that can show up during a run. I'm only allowed to take 4 of them. So yeah, it's very unlikely that anything I can take will show up. What that boils down to is when you're doing a challenge run, just get used to the idea that you're probably not going to be taking anything during the run. Alright, like I thought, bosses are going to be a little bit bigger of a nuisance than usual. Can't take that. The upside to that is that I can basically just focus on dodging. And even still, I'm feeling a bit more wow, that was quick. Feeling a bit more positive about this run than I was about Cabi Sweets, but a lot of the same problems are home to roost, so to speak. There we go. And we've got just some backup health now, just sitting on the ground for me to pick up when I need it. Like I said, I've done summoner builds before, so to me, I'm not entirely sure why this counts as 5-star. And I think the reason being is because for the most part, when you're designing a run, you're not looking for it to be super passive, but to me, these passive summoner runs where I get to pretend that I'm my favorite character from Final Fantasy IV, I mean, to me, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, once again, nothing. Like, she isn't even letting me upgrade any of my current arcana. Like, this is just sad. Oh, hey. I can actually take something. That's amazing. Alright, so now all of my summons have increased duration, which means even less downtime. So now, once again, I have my screen cropped kind of funny, so I don't know if I'm allowed to enhance my robe or not. I totally will if I can, but that's going to involve me cheating and grabbing my phone because I don't want to click off of my pardon me, my game window in case it stops my recording. So I will be right back. Alright, I am back. And the answer is yes, I can enhance my robe. It's alright, it'll be worth it, because now we have even greater movement speed, better cooldown reduction, and better damage. Wow, they weren't lying when they said that they lasted long. Crap. I'm just gonna let you guys take care of this. I don't want to have to whisk. I don't want to have to whisk and hurt my arm mixing this brownie batter. You know, I don't want to risk stepping into the poison and further harming myself. Oh look, I hate this room. Okay, well, that was fun. So before I do anything, let me go run back here and grab this spare health that I left just lying around. And treasure. There we go. Now we're looking solid. Alright, so what this essentially means is that if I play my cards right, I can basically have 100% uptime on all of my agents. That's fantastic. Like the idea that I don't technically have a signature right now is really not playing much of a factor in the run. Alright, so now what I could really use is the R's are apparently a problem for me today. The Grimoire of Ruin. And there were 3 of them in there. Imagine if all of those were replaced with Elmer Fudd W's. The Grimoire of Ruin. Oh god, the Grimoire of Ruin. Why are you talking like that? What are you talking about? I always talk like that. Alright, Elmer Fudding aside, right now the run is actually in a pretty good position. Like, I have very few complaints except for the idea that Iris once again wants to be the unhelpful one. Goddamn rogue. Alright. God damn it. There we go. Alright, I saw Iris is up here. Hopefully she's got something good for me. And the answer is no, as per usual. I don't know why, but Iris... What the fuck? Iris just goddamn hates me. And it's not the cruel chess clock, so I can't take it. Not that I think I particularly need it, I'm not worried about my cooldowns right now. What I am worried about is my health, since, you know, Mr. Stompy Block hit me and left me kind of reeling a little bit. So we're going to take a healing potion just to stay on the safe side. Once again, nothing there I can pick up. Oh, criminy. Yeah, Crush Colossus is one of the things that can be a roadblock for this run, so hopefully I don't run into him in Stage 3. Hopefully by then, Iris also decides that she wants to be helpful. Though I'm not gonna lie, I kinda doubt it. Ow. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Hey, look at that. More things I can't pick up. As per usual, yeah, I find this to be quite annoying. And it's the purpose of a challenge, I get it. It's just also the tenets of the challenge do kind of fly in the face of a build your run roguelite like this. So I just find things that I would normally be taking and going, Sorry, Dark Saber. You want to do that? No, no, I don't. Nope, nothing here I can take. I wonder if the game just knows what challenge I'm doing and just decides, okay, so all of this stuff that he'd really be looking for, screw it, all of it gone. Explosion of Discord messages. Funny that it always seems that always seems to happen to me while I'm recording. I hardly think it's planned that way, but then again, I don't think it's planned that the game decides not to give me anything useful while I'm, specifically while I'm doing a challenge run. Are you serious? And yet somehow that's always how it works out. Alright, well we're going to be buying a lot of health potions on these last few floors because right now everything is just kind of not working out very well. But as I explained in the beginning of this run, I figured that there was a good possibility that that would be the case. Like, I don't think I'm even going to be able to break Taffy because my damage doesn't come in large bursts, it just comes over time. So I'm just going to let that be. Not that I'd be doing any better if it was anyone else showing up there. And here we go. Oh, wow. All my agents got killed. And that would be because these guys are fucking broken on their third iterations. Yay, I can upgrade Frost Veins. Which, that's a bigger deal than I'm making it out to be, because it does mean that there are more distractions for my enemies to have to deal with. Okay, apparently the game has decided that I don't get to attack. Hey, can we just get rid of this damn archer here? And not allowed to take that either. Not gonna lie, I'm in big trouble. With the enemies now kind of matching the strength and durability of my summons now, I really could use some help. I could use the Whirling Wind agent upgrade. I could use another agent type. I could use anything that would give me a little bit more in the way of options and uptime. Of course, we won't be getting that. I apparently didn't pray hard enough to RNG Jesus before the run started, so he basically just said, yes, for you. Sorry, I'm being relatively quiet because I'm trying to focus on threat elimination. Which, of course, doesn't mean anything when the enemies can target you directly through your wall of agents. Surprising no one, I can pick up neither of those. And I can't pick up that either. And the other thing, another thing that's, maybe I made a mistake on this one, just in my thinking, but sometimes the best thing to do in a summon run is just sit back and let them do the work for you. Like, it's very prudent to know your limitations and how best to work around them. Because having Wind Slash basically means that I have no range myself, and I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever the enemies decide to do when it comes to targeting, because I have to be right in their face to hit them. Not an issue against bosses, definitely against mobs though, because they tend to outrange me. Well, don't the bosses outrange you too? In a way. But see, they only outrange me while they're attacking. When they're in cooldown mode, then I can just walk up to them and slap the crap out of them. I'm not giving you my Eunice storybook, okay? And now I need to try to find Iris, which is likely to be the greatest joke of the century. She's like, oh, you thought I was gonna help you. Yeah, not super great. I was hoping for a Whirling Wind Agent upgrade, but not surprisingly, that's not happening. Very rare to get a signature off with this build. So maybe someone can explain in the comments why Iris hates me so much? Owie. Wow, they immediately, like, they don't care. If they don't have a major health threshold that they need to hit to go into their signature, they just do it whenever they feel like it. That's something that I've noticed about them, is that either they just do their ultimate whenever they feel like it, or their health threshold for it is much lower. And it makes sense considering that they're the youngest of the lot. They're probably trying to, like, they're either compensating for their age or they're thinking, okay, we've got something to prove, so let's just go nuts. There we go. Alright. Not surprisingly, nothing helpful. Not surprisingly, the big stompy guys pose the biggest threat because they don't suffer hit stun from anything. That means that one of the biggest benefits of a run like this, where the enemies are just constantly being staggered out of what they're trying to do by the constant damage of the agents, is null and void. Okay. Oh, she finally lets me upgrade my Whirling Wind agents. Gee, thanks. You know, right at the end of the goddamn run. Thanks, Iris. See, now, this would have been helpful earlier, because now they move and attack much faster. That would have been useful. But no. No, you don't get to have nice things. There we go. Alright, not bad. Now I just need to focus on dodging your garbage. You know, not very unlike that. Wow, I am just awful right now. This is how you don't clear a run? It's like, oh, he's gonna throw an attack, let me run right into it. Alright, well, that really wasn't that hard. I don't know why they call it 5-star difficulty. And I really do think it's because most people probably aren't very interested in playing a run that's really passive like this. Like, they want to get in there and get in the action, and
then when the enemies turn away from the agents and start slapping them, then they don't know what to do. I don't know. I thought this one was fun, even though Iris absolutely hates me. Oh, she's that person that pretends to be your friend at work and then backstabs you in order to get your promotion. I kind of felt like that's what Iris was in this case. But that is it for me. That is the Secret Agents Challenge. Thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate your support and everything that you bring to this channel. I appreciate you spending your free time with me. So drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. And all of that really helps out quite a lot. Links to my social media will be in the description below, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you